Beneath California's eastern Sierra, a monster is waking up. The land here, beautiful and serene at first glance, hides a force that has shaped the region for millennia. Long Valley Caldera, a vast supervolcano stretching for miles, is showing dangerous signs of unrest that have scientists on high alert. Scientists are issuing stark warnings. Massive pressure is building deep within its magma chamber, a reservoir of molten rock that could unleash unimaginable power. The ground is swelling, strange gases are seeping out, and seismic alarms are sounding more frequently, each signal a reminder of the caldera's volatile nature. This is not a distant threat, it's a clear and present danger lurking beneath one of the world's most populous and economically vital regions. Tourists ski Mammoth Mountain, families fish Crowley Lake, and hikers explore the trails, all blissfully unaware of the immense power simmering just below their feet. But the data tells a different story. Immense geological force is straining against its prison, threatening to break free with little warning. For decades, Long Valley was a subject of careful observation, its every tremor and gas emission logged by dedicated researchers. Now the tone has shifted to urgent concern as the signs of unrest grow more pronounced and harder to ignore. The question is no longer if it will erupt, but when, and how devastating it will be for the people and the planet. A major eruption here would be a global event, with ash and gas altering weather patterns, threatening agriculture, and plunging global temperatures for years. Air travel would halt, supply chains would snap, and the world's economic fabric would be tested in ways we've never seen before. The rumblings in California are a wake-up call for humanity, a stark reminder of nature's unpredictable power. News channels worldwide are leading with images and seismic charts from this remote corner, as experts debate the risks and possible outcomes. Long Valley's story is our story, a reminder that our civilization is built on a restless planet, and that we are always at the mercy of forces beneath our feet. The sleeping giant is stirring, tracked by scientists and citizens alike, as technology and vigilance become our first line of defense. The world watches, waits, and hopes we're prepared for the answer, because when the Earth speaks, we all must listen. To truly understand the threat that lies beneath our feet, we must look back in time, tracing the story written in stone and ash. Long Valley Caldera was forged in an apocalyptic super-eruption 760,000 years ago, an event that forever changed the landscape. It ejected over 1,400 times more material than Mount St. Helens in 1980, dwarfing even the most infamous modern eruptions. The sky went dark across North America as a colossal ash cloud spread, blocking sunlight and altering the climate for years. The caldera, a 20-mile-long depression, is the collapsed remnant of that explosion, a scar on the Earth's surface that endures to this day. The Bishop Tuff, a thick layer of volcanic ash and rock from that event, covers 800 square miles, preserving the memory of disaster. Ash from Long Valley has been found as far as Nebraska, over 1,000 miles away, showing the eruption's immense reach. This was one of the largest eruptions in the last million years, a chilling reminder of the unimaginable power still dormant below our feet. The system didn't die, it remained active, with smaller eruptions forming the Mono Inyo craters as recently as 600 years ago, proving the region is still alive. That's why scientists have always watched Long Valley closely. It's a slumbering beast, not an extinct relic, and its story is far from over. Today, it's one of the most intensely monitored volcanic systems on Earth, with technology constantly scanning for any sign of awakening. By understanding its violent past, scientists hope to predict its future and perhaps prevent catastrophe. Every tremor and gas emission is measured against this legacy of fire, each signal a clue in the ongoing mystery. The past warns us, take the current signs of unrest seriously, for history has shown what this sleeping giant is capable of. Long Valley is one of the world's most closely watched volcanoes. The California Volcano Observatory's network of seismometers, GPS stations, and satellite radar tracks every movement. Scientists monitor ground swelling, gas emissions, and water chemistry for early warning signs. Fumaroles release gases. Spikes in carbon dioxide or sulfur dioxide can signal rising magma. No single clue tells the whole story, but patterns matter. When earthquakes, ground swelling, and gas changes align, the alarm is real. Data streams in real time to observatories worldwide for constant analysis. This open, collaborative approach ensures robust, peer-reviewed warnings. When Calvo issues an alert, it's based on a mountain of cross-checked data. And right now, that system is flashing red. The latest data from Long Valley is deeply troubling. Since early 2024, ground uplift in the Caldera has accelerated tenfold, now rising 25 centimeters per year. This rapid swelling signals a massive injection of new magma, several cubic kilometers in volume. Seismic swarms of low-frequency earthquakes point to magma forcing its way upward. These are not typical quakes, they're the signature of volcanic unrest. Gas monitoring shows surges in carbon dioxide and, for the first time in years, sulfur dioxide, evidence of magma nearing the surface. The combination of ground swelling, earthquake swarms, and gas emissions paints a clear, ominous picture. The probability of eruption has increased dramatically. Scientists agree, the system is entering a critical phase. The pressure is building, and the rock above is straining to contain it. An eruption isn't certain, but the risk is higher than ever. The volcano is preparing for its next act. If unrest escalates, local communities face immediate upheaval. Tens of thousands in Mammoth Lakes, June Lake, and Bishop would be forced to evacuate, with highways jammed and panic rising. Homes, businesses, and memories would be left behind, lives upended in hours. The Eastern Sierra is a vital water source for Los Angeles. An eruption could sever this lifeline, triggering a water crisis for millions. Ashfall would contaminate air and water, transforming the landscape into a toxic wasteland. The human cost, displacement, trauma, and the end of a way of life for an entire region. Survivors could become environmental refugees, their communities scattered. Behind the science lies a profound human tragedy. A major eruption would annihilate the Eastern Sierra's economy, tourism, recreation, and agriculture gone overnight. Hotels, restaurants, and property values would collapse. The impact would ripple statewide. California's Central Valley agriculture devastated by ash, leading to food shortages and price spikes. Cleanup costs would be astronomical, likely exceeding any previous U.S. disaster. Globally, volcanic ash would ground flights, paralyze air freight, and disrupt supply chains. The shutdown of airspace over the western U.S. would cripple global travel and trade. In the long term, a volcanic winter could drop global temperatures, triggering crop failures and famine. The initial economic shock would be dwarfed by a sustained global recession. The world's interconnected systems would be tested as never before. The consequences would be felt everywhere. The Long Valley crisis would test leaders at every level. California's governor would face the largest evacuation in state history. Act too soon and risk false alarm. Too late and lives are lost. Coordination between state, federal, and local agencies must be flawless. Nationally, the president would declare a major disaster, unlocking massive resources. Internationally, airspace closures and food crises would demand urgent cooperation. The crisis could foster global unity, or trigger nationalism and instability. Political tremors from this event would reshape disaster policy for a generation. Experts urge vigilance, not panic. Volcanologists stress that while the data is alarming, an eruption isn't inevitable. Magma could stall or result in smaller eruptions. The key is continuous, transparent monitoring and clear public communication. Authorities must provide actionable advice. Have evacuation kits, know routes, trust official sources. Economists argue that investing in resilience now saves billions later. Diversify economies, strengthen supply chains, and prepare for disruption. Sociologists emphasize community-led preparedness. Neighbors helping neighbors builds true resilience. Government can't do it all. Public partnership is essential. The Long Valley crisis is a motivator to strengthen community bonds. Preparedness is everyone's responsibility. The earth beneath California is groaning, sending subtle but unmistakable signals, and the world is right to be concerned about what may come. The evidence of a massive magma intrusion is undeniable, but this is a call to action, not panic. Science gives us the tools to understand and respond, not just react in fear. We have a window, maybe years, maybe weeks, to prepare for what could be a life-changing event. Every day counts, and every moment is an opportunity to get ready. The warnings are a gift. Time to make smart decisions. Mobilize resources, and strengthen our communities before disaster strikes. Residents must heed expert advice, assemble emergency kits, and know evacuation plans by heart. Practicing these steps can save lives. Others should understand the risks to health, infrastructure, and supply chains, and take steps to minimize potential disruptions. Governments must fund scientific monitoring, update emergency plans, and strengthen international cooperation now before it's too late. Agreements on airspace, aid, and food security must be in place before crisis strikes, ensuring help can move swiftly when needed. The story of Long Valley is a lesson in humility and resilience, reminding us that nature's power is immense, but so is our capacity to recover. We are not helpless. Science, cooperation, and preparation are our greatest strengths in facing the unknown. Let's face this challenge with resolve, unity, and a shared commitment to protect our world and each other. The giant may be stirring, but humanity is awake, vigilant, and watching every sign with determination. The future depends on what we do next. Let's choose action, hope, and resilience together.